saying, here we are saying, I told you so.
And you're getting all riled up over conspiracy theories because it's not going to get anywhere. Nobody's going to benefit.
Well, that's the thing. If you get riled up about it, I mean, you know, you can.
People do.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is you gotta at some point you gotta just let go of stuff you can't control.
I look at it and I say, productivity. Is it productive to do this? And am I all for impeachment of Bush and Cheney and Condoleezza Rice and all of this? I am.
I'd like to comment on your statement. It's all about productivity and is this productive? Because I think that's a misnomer. I don't think that we generally recognize what is productive in the big picture. I think that oftentimes there's little things that we do that we don't recognize as important that someone else does. We don't even recognize some of the most important things that we do, but someone else appreciates it. Someone else, it affects somebody else's life, and then that person comes around and tells us how important that was to them. So we don't always know if what we're doing is productive. We don't always know if what we're doing is what we should be doing or what's right. What we do know is what we feel. And I think that if someone has a drive to understand all the different conspiracies and the different alternate histories of humanity and the different possible futures of humanity, that there's a reason why they have that drive. But the important thing, you're right, the important thing is to come back to the here and now and see how that helps you. And you're right, being productive is important, but it's not the only thing, and we don't always know if what we're doing is being productive.
No, let me tell you something. There are people in this chat who are seeing their neighbors who can't sell their homes. They're stuck with mortgages. You're seeing people in this chat room who are having to deal with the high gas prices they can't afford. They never had in their budget. They never thought they'd have to have in their budget. There are people in this chat room and all across the nation who never thought that they would have to go to the grocery store and pay twice as much for a cart full of groceries than what they used to pay for.
So what's the problem? I mean, really?
Pardon me?
What's the big deal? I mean, is it really that bad?
I'm sorry, are you seriously asking that?
Yeah, I am.
Are you asking what seriously is the problem behind having a very high fuel cost, a very high food cost?
Yes. It is.
People not having
and
that in their budget?
People are losing their houses.
Or are you getting to the fact that this is the market just correcting itself?
No, that's not what I'm getting to. What I'm getting to is this is humanity correcting itself.
No, it's not humanity.
Everything you've mentioned is stuff. Job, money, groceries. Survival is one thing.
Well, that's, if you want to speak in a utopian kind of way.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that's what I'm talking about. Because we're fucking humans. We're ugly. We're nasty.
I don't believe that.
We stink.
I don't believe that.
We're not going to be pretty. We're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, we're going to make mistakes, but at our core, we're not ugly. At our core, we're beautiful and perfect. Each of us. The same way each sunset is perfect, yet each sunset is different. Each snowflake is perfect, yet each snowflake is different.
I'm sorry.
And we all play a part in the whole human drama.
I hate to tell you, your mama may not have told you this, but you're not perfect, and you never will be perfect, and never will any one of us.
I'm not saying we don't make mistakes. What I'm saying is the fact that we make mistakes is perfect, and we make our mistakes perfectly. Does that make sense?
No, it does not, because you know what? The problem is that
What's the problem?
You don't accept the consequences of those mistakes.
It's like wah, wah, wah. It's more wah, wah, wah from America. Here we are, we've been buying our big cars, we've been driving all over the place, getting road rage and speeding, and here we are, we're getting into bad debt, and we've been basically living in luxury compared to the rest of the world, and now we're facing a little bit of a economic crunch, and it's not a big deal. It's actually a good thing for people to have to go through some adversity.
It's a good thing for the market to correct itself. It's the right thing, but at the same time,
it's a good thing for these people with their entitlement issues to have to go through some hard times and figure out what it means to be, to really appreciate what you have. These people have been walking with their lazy boys and their Comcast cable television, and they get everything catered to them right now. When they get it, they don't even want it anymore, and that's good because it usually falls apart in the next couple weeks anyways. And it's time for people to really wake up. And
you're not ready to.
Who cares if they're ready to or not?
You're not ready to.
What do you mean?
That's the whole thing, is that
I'm not ready to?
no way prepared.
I'm not ready
to.
to.
With what is to come.
Why?
Because you were taught you're special. Every one of us is special. No matter who we are, we're special. And we deserve so much better.
And
so you do. You do expect so much better. You do expect. No, you do. You're not prepared. You're not prepared for any of this. And I can't say even at 43 that I'm prepared for any of this. Even my parents who were born during the Depression are not prepared.
That's what I'm saying.
So how you could say that you're prepared, I don't friggin' know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm prepared. I never said I was completely prepared. You came off and said, I'm not prepared.
Don't ever think that we could live.
All I'm saying is that
especially in
maybe
America,
we're getting what we deserve, and we need it.
It's not going to happen.
What I'm saying is maybe we're reaping what we sowed, and we need it in order to learn our next lessons, like appreciating what we have.
Your generation sowed for you.
It's a human drama.
We keep talking about
it's a human drama. We want to blame other generations, but it's a human drama. We're all a part of it. We're all playing our role.
But it's a serious thing. Is that we always want to toss around that our generation, our children, our grandchildren are going to suffer from this and that and the other thing. You know what? You are. You are.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Your wife, your children, they are going to suffer.
Yep.
Okay? And you are going to suffer. This is not something that you can keep saying, and I've heard this for too goddamn long. We keep putting this on our children and our grandchildren. Guess what? The time has come to pay friggin' up.
That's right.
And generation after generation, and we've been, oh my God, the Department of Education, our society that says, you all deserve better, and, this whole entitlement thing. And what are they doing now? Now they're putting through a bill that they're going to give more weeks and, get more pay for your unemployment benefits and all this other shit. And it's like...
No wonder people just want to sit in their lazy boys and believe whatever the mainstream media tells them. Because what's real is too hard to face. But it's time for people to face the mustard. It's time for us to get prepared. And if we're not prepared, we're going to get prepared one way or another. Because, when the fit hits the shan, there's nothing you can do but, try and survive, right? But what I'm saying is, beyond all that, to get out of the muck of to get into your everyday life, to really live now while you still have a chance to appreciate all that you have before you lose it, just come back to the moment and appreciate what you have. It's really simple, and you can actually live in happiness without fear and stress and worry about what's going to happen, whether it's 5 years from now or 10 years from now, or whether it never happens at all. Within your imagination, it's happening. And the message you're sending to your body and the people around you is that you're worried and you're scared. And